So I was thinking about this also, and a YouTube subscriber actually said this. With no new car sales, there will be no trade-ins. Well, that's just the way the world's going to be. It's in the auto industry or auto vehicles and auto repair, you are going to see a reckoning. Right now, the people see it, and they're getting a little taste of it, and they don't like it. Meaning that they buy a brand new car, it costs way too much money, the warranty barely covers anything, it's only for a short amount of time, unless you get gutted for an aftermarket warranty, it still doesn't cover everything. Excuse me. And then at the end of a 3-year vehicle loan, if anyone does it anymore, we'll just say 5 years probably the norm, and then the next is going to be your 8-year loan, because vehicles are becoming so far out of reach and the customers don't do the maintenance, nor do the manufacturers want you to do the maintenance. They want you to buy a new car. But here's the problem. The used car dealership footprint is shrinking and shrinking and shrinking, even in my own area. There used to be a lot of little teeny tiny guys around, a lot of bigger guys, even up the road from us. Guy's lot was probably filled with, I don't know, $4 million worth of vehicles up there. Corvettes, Bentleys, all kinds of stuff. He has like 7 cars on his lot. You know why? Because that consumer shrinks.
And the only place that I know close to us that has any tiny guys is all the way down the street, Carriage Lane.
Well, I'm saying
but even then, it's a bunch of tiny guys.
Even our smaller guys that we had here have went out of business because they just couldn't. They couldn't do it anymore. Recons are too high. The losses at the auctions are becoming too deep. The green light cars are coming through with bad motors and transmissions, and they want to give you $200 to fix it when it costs you $3,000 for an engine or a trans. I'm just giving you examples. So all the auctions don't care. If it's green light or red light, you buy it. They're just trying to ramrod you with the car and make you keep it. But as these new cars come off the production lines and to these dealerships, they're already flawed mechanically and electronically. So that's even worse than it's ever been in its entirety, because years ago we didn't have all these complex systems. So so when they did cash for clunkers, that was bad. They took a lot of good vehicles off the road and shifted people into car payments they necessarily didn't want. They were happy driving those cars. What happened is you threw the bait in the water for them. You made it real easy and made it real dreamy. Took a lot of vehicles off the streets.
That didn't have to be taken off.
That didn't have to be taken off the streets.
Well, could have been reconditioned.
Could have been reconditioned. You could still stay on the road. Here you go. 7,000 miles. 200,000 miles. Same engine.
This week, I'm buying a 99 Ford Escort off the buddy.
Yeah.
37,000 miles.
And this was top of the line in 2010. Now, can it be top of the line in 2025? Absolutely. You can do everything that is available in your new car to this car today. Point of this is, even the dealerships, when the dealerships take a trade-in that's 3 years old, right? They already know that car's garbage. It goes right to the auction. And they think, oh, well, someone's going to overpay for it there, or we're just going to dump a terminally ill problem on somebody that we didn't even want to try and fix, or didn't want to fix or commit to fixing. And then some used car dealer is going to buy it and thinks that he's going to change the oil, if that, and put it out on his lot and sell it without any problems. Those days are done, dude. Those days are done. You're not buying any cars from the auction today without major hidden issues, if not obvious hidden issues. And then mechanics that they have looking at them, they're not real mechanics. Or they're getting the override. The mechanic's saying it's a green light car. The mechanic's saying it's a red lane car. And they gets overridden and someone says, yep, put it up for green. Because it's their buddy that they're selling it for, or a big dealership or something like that. And they don't want to lose that volume of that dealership bringing them cars. Right, because of the fees, right? There's fees that the auction's getting for that. And then they just keep that customer coming back, right? They don't want to keep saying your cars are junk, they're all in the red light lane and you want us to sell them for green. That's not the case. It happens here all the time. But as these new dealerships, even non-new dealerships, take these trades in that are basket case piles of crap, their only solution is to have somebody buy it as a mechanic sale in-house, right? Because they already know what's wrong and can fix it affordably. Or it goes to auction, and then that auction is going to sell it to somebody and wind up getting involved in some crap that they don't want to get into. And then that's going to wind up on a lot, and either that used car dealer is going to sell it the way it is, because that's the way he bought it. That's the mentality of some of these dealerships. Well, I bought it with bald tires, and control arms and grinding brakes and a check engine light. Well, I bought it this way, so will a customer. And then they'll just deal with all the nonsense after that until the customer goes away, which is stupid. But I know people who do that exact business model to this day.
And it unfortunately works a lot of the time.
And they get away with it.
Yeah.
How? I don't know. But yes, as these dealerships are seeing all this garbage shit that's being produced and sold, you're buying lipstick and makeup on a new car. Sometimes you're buying lipstick and makeup on a used car. Oh, it looks good, it smells good, it's clean, it's shiny, when it's mechanically, it's a mess. That eventually there's going to be a smaller pool of used car dealerships, right? You're even seeing struggles with Carvana, CarMax, all your online guys too, because the customer is buying sight unseen, pre-owned and used, and has no idea truly what they're getting. Pictures are only so much. You know, just like you look going on an online dating site, pictures are only so much, and that's why they call it catfish. Well, you can call buying a used car catfish too.
I can post any car I want on the internet saying if there's no issues on it.
Yeah. Yeah, runs and drives, no issues. Yeah, because you turned off all the problems and ignored them all. But yeah, eventually that pool is going to get smaller, and I see it getting smaller and smaller and smaller in my area. Even in North Philly, Northeast Philly, there used to be hundreds of used car dealers. It's not like that anymore. They stopped. Insurance for those lots are ridiculous. But the problem is that the quality of vehicles that are being produced today are garbage. And in 3 years, we'll even say 5 years, they're ready for the grinder. And the guy who has a small dealership isn't going to put $2,000 or $3,000 into recondition the car to keep the customer out of their ear about all the complaints. They're not going to do it. The cost of the car plus what you could sell it for is not in line. It's out of perspective, just like the real estate market. It's so far out of perspective. No different than you go into the grocery store, or paying your electric bill, or going to get your car fixed, or going to your favorite bar and paying $10 for a beer now. It's crazy. But eventually you will see that these used car dealers are going to get to the point, the new car dealers are going to get to the point to where they don't want the aggravation with all the backlash. You're even seeing no footprint for auctions. There used to be a brick and mortar for ACV. It's done. There's no more brick and mortar for ACV. You can't knock on the door and bitch and complain. You can't drive that thing right back to their thing and say, yeah, dude, you screwed me. That's over. You can't even do it.
There are some that I've seen.
There is still some brick and mortar. The big monsters are. The little guys, like I'm saying, they're going to say, yeah, we're going to eliminate all the bullshit and the nonsense, and we're just not going to deal with people anymore. We're just going to deal with keystrokes, phone calls, and emails.
Yep.
And videos of, this is what I bought. You said it was good, and now it's not.
It's a lot easier to ignore somebody that way.
It's a lot easier to ignore somebody if they're not in your face. To a point to where one of our used car dealers just said, hey, I'm not going to buy from ACV anymore. I'm tired of getting screwed.
Yeah. You just had a car right here that needed a motor.
Yep, and that's every day. So eventually what I say is, you're even going to see the new car manufacturers say, just send this thing to the crusher. or they're going to tell their customer they don't want the car. And then
that's happened with my uncle. My uncle has a 2020 Outlander, 21 Outlander, something like that he leased a couple years ago.
Yep.
He's been driving around trying to find
somebody who wants the car, right?
Somebody who wants the car who's going to give him a good deal on a new lease.
Yep.
He made something work with a new lease. He was like, all right, I like that. What do I do with this? And he said, oh, we don't want that. Well, actually, pay the rest of your lease off for you to go take it somewhere else. Because we don't want that car.
That's the fact. They're becoming so in tune with a marketable vehicle that they're saying, no thanks. Like, I've had customers say, the dealership won't even take this car as a trade. Do you want it? And I get it for pennies, pennies on the dollar. And I say, yeah, I'll take it. I'll fix it. Like the Subaru. The dealership offered $350. I put $350 in it. The customer's still driving it to this day, a year later. She said she's tired of putting money into it. Are you tired of making a car payment? I don't ever hear that. Like, I'm tired of putting $200 into my car, or $300 or $1,000. Are you tired of spending thousands of dollars a month for your new car? It's a pile of shit. Like, seriously.
I get it.
Yeah, you're gonna get tired of it. Trust me, you're gonna get tired
I
of
think
it.
about it sometimes. I'm like, damn, why'd I do that?
Taking out of your pay. You didn't clock out Friday when you left.
But yes, you're gonna see another change.
Because I didn't.
You're gonna see another change in our business if the train doesn't get back on the tracks. And I say this all the time, invest in yourself. Thanks for watching.